Thank you, James, very much. He can't hear me either, but oh, bless. So there's no point in thanking James, but that's a very kind introduction. I was going to thank a lot of people, but I might do that at the end. I'm going to start with a story. Okay, we are going to wang on about networking at some point, but a few years ago, I do an annual party at Salcombe Harbour Hotel every summer. So, I don't know, 3 years ago, we were winding down, lovely sunny evening, and our club partner, Hattie's rum, Philip was coming towards me. He said, John, I've got to go home now because I've got to go to the family. And I went, Philip, do you have to go home now? And he went, why? I went, because Jason here and I are going to have dinner. Why don't you join us and we can just, chill over dinner? And he went, really? And I went, come on, it'll be fun. So he stayed. And we had a lovely dinner. 2 years ago, last year, can't remember. He phoned me out of the blue and went, John, have you heard my news? And I went, yes, I saw it. You're in Waitrose. Hurrah. And he went, no, not that. I mean, yes, thank you, we are. But he said, we are a partner brand of the entire Harbour Hotel Group, the whole lot. I went, oh, no, that is cool. That, I think, is quite cool. And he went, John, that was your introduction. You have no idea, do you? And I went, absolutely not. But that's still quite cool. My point is, networking isn't always intentional. So that wasn't intentional. That was just, we're going to have dinner. You two should probably get on. So that's an example. Networking doesn't have to be something formal whereby I'm going networking, I'm going to get my cards, I'm going to get dressed up, excuse my feet, and we're going to do it that way. It's a mindset. But that was just a lovely little story. How many people in this room, stick your hands up, how many people you network regularly? I can see faces, I know. Okay, everybody. So I don't have to sit here and go, what is networking, how do you do it, blah, 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 because you know that. So what I thought would be better is just to maybe share one or two thoughts that might make you think differently about the whole networking thing. Oh, before I do that though, all speakers have to do this, okay? I am a published author. This is on Amazon. You can buy it from the Samphire website, or if you come and see me at the back of the room, I've got a few copies that I might sign and give away, okay? Because that's what we do. Because when people say, John, do you really know about networking? I go, I'm published, it's on Amazon. Piss off. No, stop. So, what was I going to say? Oh, networking, you all network. The most common thing... No, actually, I'm going to ask questions. I might even get a volunteer up, actually. That would be really fun. No, that Henrietta's now going, no. Did anybody come here today with a networking plan for what you want to get out of your attendance here? Anyone? Oh, yes. Excellent. Who should I pick on? Do that again. Okay. You're the magician, aren't you? Do you want to just tell everyone what your plan was? Sorry? Yep. Okay. Okay, so this man is a magician. I've actually seen him perform. He's very, very good. So he's come today he wants to talk to venues, people to network with who might book you. So Bovey Castle are here, so you have a plan. So at the end of the day, when you go home, you can go, that's what I wanted to do, tick, I did that, good. So you can measure the success of your attendance. This comes down to, the reason I'm asking is, the most common misconception I see on my travels, and it can be individuals and it can be companies. I can sit in front of a board of directors and they will go, John, networking doesn't really work for us. And I go, okay, I've seen your people out networking, they're not particularly good at it. But do you have a networking plan that is written down, reviewed regularly and measured? And almost every time they'll go, no idea what you're talking about. And I'll go, okay, it's like a marketing plan or a business plan. You got one of those? They go, yeah, it's like one of those. The one thing I do with all members when they join the Samphire Club, the first thing we do is we sit down one-to-one and we go, you are now joining my world. You've given me some money. What do you want to get from a year with Samphire? How do we measure that? How often do we have to get together? It varies. More often than not, it'll be business development. These are the people I've identified. These are the people I want to meet. I go, fine. So that's what we focus on. A lot of people, who here is networking for business development? Get more clients, yeah? Okay. That's a good reason. It's very common. There's nothing wrong with it. So part of being strategic is a lot of people will network very hard all over the shop. I don't want to say headless chickens, but I just did. And they think they're really networking hard, and it's exhausting. It costs money, it costs time, and they get disillusioned because they're not getting any results from it. So the reason you have strategy is to avoid that. You've got to work out why are you networking, and you have to make a plan. So if it is for BD, do all of you guys have what's it called? I used to work in sales. Do you have a pipeline, a funnel, or that kind of thing? Dream list, prospect list, a few nodding heads. No one's sticking their hands up anymore. Are we shy now? Okay, fine. Okay, that is helpful to me. It's like, these are the people, John, I want to meet. Okay, I've emailed them. I'm going, they've deleted it. They will not open it. They're too busy. Do they know you? No. How do you get on their radar? So follow them on LinkedIn, ask somebody like me, but you do it that way. But your networking then has to be very strategic. Where do they network? If it's sector, property, construction have a lot, food and drink have a lot. The people, do you get that? The people, the crowd that everybody wants to get in front of will be business owners, decision makers, high net worth individuals, and they don't go to networking events, very rarely. So you have to get very creative. Where do they go? Charity dinners, but you have to have purpose to it. And that's why a plan is essential. Now, if you're going to put a networking plan together, I'm speaking very quick actually, aren't I? If you're going to put a networking plan together, you need to start with, how much am I going to invest in this? And that will be time, that will be money, budget. I love that guy. He's really good. Is he listening to me? Love him. And time is a constraint. I mean, I do this for a living, so it's not something, but people have real jobs. So you've got to factor, what's the best use of your time? How far are you prepared to travel? What time of day? Professional women, and I'm not being, having a go at the women, but it's come up a lot. Breakfast is hard because I do a school run, etc., etc. After work, that's family time. So you've got to have different offerings. Work out what works for you. But when you have your plan, start by going, where am I going to network to meet these kind of people? Networking, it's not all the same, okay? So if you have a spectrum, you would have very transactional at this end. So think B&I, for example, is a good example of that. Moving across to very relationship-based at this end. I inhabit this space more. It's not right or wrong. It's not binary. There is nothing wrong with this end, and there's nothing wrong here. It's a choice. You have to work out what works for you, where you feel comfortable. Especially, you might have heard, is find your tribe. Just find your tribe. Where do you feel comfortable? So a networking plan, that would be where, budget, and you have got to measure it and review it. So at the end of every year, what I always encourage people to do is review your networking activity for the year. So what am I a member of? Chamber, X. Samphire, X. Blah, 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 X. What have I spent on? And you should be measuring this, by the way, okay? Here, what did we get back? Another problem with networking is return on investment. Finance directors, bless them, will always go, John, I need to see ROI. And you go, okay, bad news, bud, there won't be any for about 18 months. You're going to have to suck that up. Let's talk about return on relationships. And they go, what is that? And I go, well, it's fluffy stuff like goodwill. It's very nuanced. You can't put it in your spreadsheet. You are going to hate it. And they go, green. And I said, but listen, if you stick with it and you get a client on board doing it this way, then they will stay with you for life. So then you're talking lifetime value of a client. Finance directors now click back in and go, I can measure that. I go, yes, you can. So we have to finance this period here. Where are we getting the money? Sales and marketing, your marketing sales budget. You're wasting most of that, at which point the marketing director, if they're in the room, starts getting a bit cross and go, John, you're not being helpful. And I have a golden rule. I will. I'll share this for fun. Okay, so if you are thinking of sponsoring an award, okay, at a show, my golden rule is whatever that's costing you, let's say it's 2,000, if you can take that out of your bank account in 50s, flush it down the toilet, hey, I'm all in. Go for it. Can I spend that money better? True story. A law firm I work with, they were going to do this. They said, John, we know you hate awards. What do you think? And I went, how much is it? And they went, $4,000. And I went, shit. I said, can you do any better? And I went, yeah, give me 1,500, maybe two. I said, we'll take 6 of your best clients out on a Sunseeker yacht from Torquay for the day. We'll chill, we'll vibe, and they will love you. And so we did. And they liked it so much they booked the same boat another time for their staff. Boat, by the way, is another member of mine. He went, John, you got me 2 charters? I went, yes, I did. And we're doing more next year because that's fun. It's a memorable experience. They will love you. And they're trapped on the boat. They have to talk to each other. So that's, awards. I shouldn't have said that. Where am I going? How long have I got? I've got notes. So that's the plan. Okay, here's a fun game. You will network regularly. On your travels, people are going to say to you when you meet them, the dreaded question, what do you do? Yeah, Julie's going, you probably know this game, don't you? Because we've done this together. Okay, in my world, elevator pitches, just can't stand them. They're horrible. So that business where you're going to stand up for a minute and talk about yourselves, not in my world, ever, ever, ever. But equally, people are going to say to you, it's the most natural question, what do you do? You hear everything. I'm a lawyer. Hurrah. That doesn't tell me anything. So we have a game we play now in my world. You have got 3 words, only 3 words to answer the question, what do I do? What do you do? 3 words. I'm not, so you don't have to explain to me exactly what you do. You have to engage me enough that I'm curious and I want to talk to you. So, for example, we have a member down in Cornwall. I don't think she's here today. I can't see her. She's a very big event catering business. And she goes, John, we were playing this game. She said, John, I don't want to use the word caterer. Okay. And she said, and by the way, can you stop introducing me as your private chef? Because it really pisses me off. And I went, okay, too. And we talked about it for a while. And we eventually came up with, came to me in the middle of the night. I had to phone her the phone. I went, Kara, I've got it. 3 words. I feed people. That's all you say. And she went, really? I said, yeah. It starts a conversation because they're going to go, have you got a restaurant? And it's like, no. But if a film crew is in Cornwall, I will be catering it. The Tourism Awards in the cathedral, I cater it. If Sir Tim Rice is at home, my neighbour, I cook for him in the summer. You've started a conversation. The other one, I was talking to a member recently, and he went, John, I have a real problem with this because he said, I'm a fractional FD. Should I say that more slowly? I am a fractional FD. He said, John, you know what that means. People don't. So I go, I'm a coach. I'm a consultant. Any coaches in the house? Yeah, a few. If someone says I'm a coach, he said, John, they just glaze and I can see pound signs. And he went, have you got any advice for that? And I went, yes, borrow something. Rob Nichols, I saw him earlier. He's around. There he is. Okay, borrow Rob's. So it's not original, but it's genius. It's, I'm a trusted advisor. And he said, John, what does that mean? I said, anything you want it to mean. So in your case, I'm a trusted advisor. Paul, what does that mean? Well, I work with business leaders at board level, and literally I'm an outside voice. I can bring in experts. My expertise is finance, but it's lonely at the top and I'm outside, so it's a safe space. It's not threatening. Coach, I mean, if people say to me I'm a coach, I just go. Whereas there is a coach who is here today, who's a member of mine, she's speaking on one of the other stages, and she's a grief coach. So her husband, tragically, she'll tell you about it in a talk, of cancer. So she now teaches, Emma Gray from Rainbow Hunting. So she teaches Isabel. You introduced me to her. She's a member. She's fabulous. Love her. Thank you. But she went, John, mine's right. I said, all right, what do you do? Answer. And she went, blah, 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 blah. And I went, dear God, that's awful. I said, 3 words for you. And I think she started using it. It's like, I do death. Really simple. I do death. She said, I can't say that. I said, why not? Starts a conversation. I'd be curious. So that, just have fun with what do I do? What I'm trying to do is give you some things to think about. I'm not going to teach you how to network. One thing I would say though, follow up. Something else that people don't do is follow up. So they'll go to, you've all come here today. You've probably met lots of people, had conversations, probably got some business cards. When are you going to follow up? Within 24 hours. So if it was me, I would be either scheduling some time afterwards, probably tomorrow morning, but within 24 hours. After that, I'm beginning to forget you. So you follow up. You get your business cards. What I will do is literally schedule time and just think quietly. And every single piece of every conversation, I regurgitate it onto a pad of paper. Not neatly, I just get it out. I can refine it later, and then I will work through them. And so, LinkedIn, tick. Email, very nice to meet you. If I can help with anything, do let me know. That's pretty, and I don't cut and paste. I do, if you can remember any snippet of the conversation, chuck that in. You mentioned that book, here's the link. I think you'd really enjoy it, or I think you'd enjoy this event, here's the link. Do that. Instagram, social media, go find them. I'm always curious. But equally, the LinkedIn one is the most important because it will show you who you both know in common. I always want to see who have they got any recommendations. And if you haven't got recommendations on your LinkedIn, go to your followers or people, key people of influence, and say, can I have a recommendation? They'll do it for you. It's the first thing I'm looking for. The other thing is the photograph. Should be a professional headshot, and there is no excuse because there are people here today. Where's Popster? Poppy, where are you? She's here somewhere. Poppy Jackson's got a stand. Ashling's got a stand. Get a headshot. It matters. What else do you do? And then I update all the notes. So in my phone, which is here, if you pull out any contact and go into the notes section of that contact, that will have the date, event, where we met, what their kids are called. I mean, just everything is in there. And I update it, so... What? Poppy! Poppy, I was just saying, if anyone needs a headshot, come and speak to you. Okay? She's one of my fave photographers. No, I'm Brucey. You're my fave because you're in my eyesight, okay? But on seriously, she is very, very, very good. What were we wanging on about before that? Oh, the follow-up. LinkedIn, da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-da. Oh, the notes. Update your notes. And every time you see someone, listen really carefully and try and pick up something you didn't know, stick it in your notes. So members or people in my world who know this will go, John, I've got a meeting with so-and-so. It's important. Is there anything I should know? And I go, yes, there is. They're crazy about golf. See if you can wangle that into the conversation. They've just come out of a really nasty divorce. It's knowledge. It's useful to know. And you can't know too much about people. So if you said to a company, how well do you know your clients? They go, we know our clients. They go, I bet you don't. Take one, big one. Don't tell me. Who's their bank? Who is their lawyer? Who's their accountant? Easy peasy, right? Board of directors, name every last one of them. Tell me, are they married? The whole lot. And they go, you are kidding me. And I went, no, you need to know this stuff. So let's say you're going to take the managing director out socially or to corporate hospitality. What are you doing? Rugby, cricket, how? If you don't, you should know. You really should know this. And equally, the easiest way to grow your business, all of you, is to spend more time with your existing clients and go hunting new business, client acquisition, because they like you. They will buy from you. They've got more work they can give you, but they can't because they don't know everything you do. They don't feel loved enough. So the reason we took the clients on the boat, you make them feel loved. And then, because people go, John, they don't refer to us. I went, well, you probably don't you don't show them enough love. What happens if someone refers to you and they go, well, we might send them an email? I went, oh, hurrah. I said, why don't you make a big deal and send them a nice gift, and a voucher ain't going to cut it either, because that's like, don't bother. You should know what they like. If you know they like wine or they like golf, send them a round of golf at Bovey. If you want a round of both golf, shall I start that again? If you want a round of golf at Bovey, go and speak to Mel very nicely. Tell her I sent you. She'll kill me. But that kind of thing, it's your customers have a way more work, and that's far easier than trying to find new clients. New clients is hard work. I had a career in sales. But every company's obsessed with new business, and you go, just hang out with your clients. That's my answer. And also, if you want to grow your businesses, this is a free tip for today. If you want to grow your business tomorrow, leave here, go back, put your prices up by 10%. Just do it. Okay, and everyone's going to go, I can't do that, I'll lose clients. You will lose the clients that you shouldn't be working with anyway. Most people will go, ouch, and you go, listen, it was going to be 20, but for you, we'll make an exception, we'll bring it to 10. But seriously, I bet you none of you are charging enough for your worth. Well, Rob Nichols is actually, because he's excruciating. But you're not charging enough. Just put your prices up. Then you only work with clients that you should be working with, people who can pay you, who are nice to deal with, who refer to you. So choose who you work with. And when you're starting out, this is hard. And I made this mistake because you feel you need the money, so you have to work with people that... But in the end, just start weeding them out. So I used to work for this company when I was employed, and we used to say to clients, we have an exercise once a year. We take all our clients one by one, and we have 3 piles. Keep, talk about, sack. And they go, what? And I wait. And the reason you will get into these piles is you don't pay us on time, you abuse our staff. In fact, you're just not nice to deal with. So we will either offload you to someone else, or if you insist on staying with us, we will up your prices by 50% to compensate for us for having to deal with shits like you. And they go, seriously? And I go, we're telling this to help you, because we all talk to each other. So we talk to our competitors. If you get the reputation as being toxic, no one will deal with you, no one will give you credit. Think about that. You have to talk to people like this sometimes. It doesn't have to be rude. It can be twinkle, twinkle, star. Oh, and if you're dealing with lawyers, I can see Joshua. If you're dealing with lawyers, okay, whatever you are charging them, so how much is this proposal? It's this amount. Convert it back to hours, because that's what they do. Lawyers pleading poverty, don't even go there. So just go, it's about 4 hours of your time. Seriously? Get out of here. He's grinning. But you know, these guys, cost of living crisis, have you heard of that? No. but seriously, lawyers think in hours. So convert. Nikki's nodding. So that was that. Where's James? How am I doing for time? Build your tribe. Okay. So Samphire Club is going to be 10 years old next year. I know. Who knew? I didn't until a week ago. You're welcome. But there will be a big party, because that's just fun. Where was I going with this? It was built on the back of a mailing list. So literally, Samphire, until very recently, has never advertised itself or marketed itself at all. We still put out a newsletter once every fortnight, I think, and it's written professionally by someone in Cornwall. We get on the phone for about an hour and she'll go, have you got a tip? What's the theme going to be? What was your take? She will ask me, she'll go, John, what was your take on the show? Because she's not here. And I'll go, yeah, it was this, that. And she'll suddenly go, I've got it from here. Or can you send me something? So we try and... So for instance, last one that went out, we did the Samphire Spring Statement, because it was the day of Rachel Reeves, and we thought it'd be funny. But literally, we have built the following, or my following, off a mailing list. It's probably, I don't know, it goes out to 8,000-9,000 people. I don't know, it's a lot. But that's how you build your following. Put out, is it expensive? No. Part of your data capture. So everyone today, may I add you, part of your follow-up, may I add you to my mailing list? Most people go, yeah. Or they might go, what is it? And you go, well, we put out a newsletter, it's just news from our world. They'll say yes, they'll say no. But that is your data. Is that what you call it? Marketing people? It's data, right? Okay, chat. But that is how you can build a business off that. Everyone should have a mailing list, especially when you first start. And you should link to other people. Recently, so this year, Samphire has partnered up with Unscripted Marketing, who are this lady here. They're doing our socials, and people are going, John, I see Samphire everywhere. What happened? I went, nothing to do with me. I have no idea. All I know is that Hannah does it with her sister Tabitha, and all I hear when I'm out at something like this is I hear her voice in my ear going, videos, photos, portrait, because I used to hold my camera like this. I mean, true. And I've been good, haven't I? Yeah, thank you. We might come around the show later to get some videos. So build a mailing list. That is one way to do it. I'm still going. James is not saying anything yet. Oh, how long have I got? Two? All right, forget that. Any questions? Could we do Q&A? Anyone got a question? Anyone want to ask anything? Claire, seriously, haven't got a question? Okay, forget the questions, you're being really shy. Final tip. All right, final tip. If you are going to an awards ceremony or a charity, anywhere where there is a table plan, yeah? Photograph it. That will give you a historical, you've got then who was in the room. If it's a charity dinner or an award, especially awards, because they can get really boring. I sit on the table, I'm looking at the table plan. Yes, I've sat with you. We've been on award tables more than once, you two. But I literally will find people I know in the room. I will then message them going, I know you're on table 12, stand up. Where are you? Gotcha. Or at conferences, if the speaker, like now, is really bad, you can message going, you're a voice coach. They need help. Contact them, Or, dear God, do you think they're ever going to stop? I mean, it's fun. But equally, the other thing is at events, if there's a delegate list, I photograph it. So I have a file in my phone with delegate lists going back from events over 10 years. So if you're ever thinking, who shall I mail shot? So that. That's probably enough from me. I just want to say thank you to Hannah because she's here for all my social medias. I've got to thank Joanne Manville, my VA, who was here and who is gone. Eva, who's not here, who does all my content. John Murcott, also known as Yoda, my coach. He is here, he's around. Who else am I missing? Oh, my accountant in Cornwall, Lucy. You'll notice that all my people in my world are all women, and they all take care of Samphire. So my VA, who does my books, will send me texts going, receipts, ? Hashtag in your own time. I mean, really, I refer to them all as the coven, affectionately. But, so if anyone wants to see me, I am in the networking lounge in the far corner. I've got a few books left that you can have if you want them. But really, and if you want to know more about my world, come and find me. I'm really hard to find. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, etc. But really just say thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Hello. Leave the earphones, please, ladies and gents. Please leave the earphones. Don't take them home with you. They're not a gift.